here we go. Justin, this is for you editing. Look.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to JPMP. I'm Justin.
I am Manny.
And today we are listening to one of my favorite bands and favorite songs. We are listening to Ulver with the song Lost... What?
Nothing.
Why'd you laugh? Not ulcer. Listening to Ulver, Lost in Moments. This is one of my favorite songs ever. And when I discovered the song, like, it's breathtaking. To quote Keanu Reeves.
I'll be the judge of that.
Now,
dude, you're babysitting that drink, bro. Go.
In going with that, I want to bring in the discussion... changes in bands' music, right? Bands that have changed their music and their sound throughout their years.
Paramore. Of Mice and Men.
Linkin Park.
Of Mice and Men.
Mm-hmm, of Mice and Men. Okay. So with Ulver, they are one of the most interesting bands to listen to.
Why?
Because they have changed their sound so much. Mm-hmm. And you'll see why, okay? From their album Berg Tat, I believe, they started as an actual black metal band, okay? And I just want you to play like a sample of what they used to play so you get an idea.
This is good.
Good. I'm glad you enjoy it.
I don't know why.
But listen to this, okay? So in 1994, this is what they were playing.
Okay.
It's kind of all you need to hear. You can imagine where it goes from there. Okay?
Yes.
So that was 1994 when they came out with that song. 2000, they came out with their album Perdition City, which saw a huge change in their sound. Now, obviously, no, don't play anything yet. I know this song, and I think that you're going to give this... right there. And, yeah, just very curious to hear your thoughts on it. And then
I feel like a guinea pig.
Then we can bring discussion about bands changing their sound.
All right.
Of course, you guys can join us on Twitter.
I am totally open to that.
You will be shocked, I think.
Let's see.
Oh, and you, depending on your mood, you may want to lower lighting. We're just gonna chill it right now. Join us on Twitter. Join me on my solo channel, Just JP. Link in the description. Join us in the comments down below for discussion. And of course, let's get into it. This is Ulver with Lost in Moments. That scared me.
Let's go. Sorry.
feel? Confused? Like,
I feel a
what
little
do you feel?
confused, but not in a bad way.
What do you feel?
I feel good. I feel chill. Is there hope?
The whole album's like that.
Shut up. Okay.
They evolved from making their metal, black metal, to almost making soundtracks. Even their current albums are like soundtracks, basically. And I think they've made a soundtrack to a movie, actually. Tell me. This is your moment.
I loved it.
Really?
Yeah, I did like it. I liked it.
It's interesting, right?
It's interesting. Like, it's like a... It reminds me... You know what it reminds me of?
Mm-hmm.
Animatrix.
Mm-hmm. I was getting DJ Shadow vibes.
Yeah, but I love Animatrix. I love that. I love
Yeah.
that entire album. 5, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I didn't go that high. I actually went 4.
I give it 5.
Okay.
If their entire album was like that, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because it's a little more experimental than like straightforward like trip hop.
It's almost like a... I forgot the name of that band.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's
like
really,
Venetian
really...
snares that we did.
Something like
Maybe.
that, except not as intense.
Right. No, absolutely. Its intensity comes from the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's like a lo-fi, but more futuristic kind of... I think this is before lo-fi was lo-fi.
Yes. This is 2000. This was way before that. Mm-hmm.
This is like the... I feel like it was the... There was this blend of music and time where people were trying to do this trance kind of thing, because trance has been around for a little bit.
Electronic, music and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
You know, they were trying to blend this futuristic sound without overdoing it. Because now it's like...
Yeah.
Lo-fi is more so hip-hop.
Correct.
This old school hip-hop vibe.
Even though that vibe has been through every genre.
Of course.
Yes.
But this in particular, this was in that era of like where... I mean, if you think about it, this is where like The Matrix came out.
Yeah,
in
it
2000.
Is. Yeah, I think 1999.
And there's that whole that whole steampunk kind of wave that was going through, and
cyberpunk.
Yeah. And you had like, I think there were a few animes around this time that were just doing the similar kind of vibe.
Yes,
but I've always liked that era because it was. I still feel like that's a little bit more timeless.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
Lo-fi is timeless, but this is more interesting. But
yes.
it's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
You can't really compare the two, but I don't even know how to break it down because it's not a very similar thing to break down.
Yeah, right?
I think it's pretty cool.
Because they started experimenting with like trip hop and stuff like that. And it's so how weird for them to go from like a black metal band, like you heard it.
Yeah.
And then go into this. And their music from pretty much here onward is like this.
Cool.
So like, and some of them are more soundtrack-ish, so more like not classical, but like, you know, like that sound.
No, dude, yeah, this is great.
It's very interesting the change that they made and where they felt. I don't know exactly why. I've never read interviews about why they changed or anything like that. But it's just very interesting. And even if you like, because I looked at some of their past albums, just like kind of getting a glance more of like where they came from. And they've actually always had an atmosphere behind it. That was like always their thing. They didn't incorporate it like this until that album, Perdition City. But they always had that atmosphere there. So I think it was interesting that even though they changed like genres in a sense, they kept some key elements of their sound throughout.
I think what they did is they perhaps, because I haven't listened to their older stuff. How old was that stuff?
1994.
They still kept their structure in a sense, except completely just changed the instruments in a sense.
Yeah. And I just think that this band is like the perfect lead into that discussion of like bands changing their sounds through time.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes
for the fans.
See,
I mean,
for them it works. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I feel like there's two ways of a band changing sound. They're either changing it because their heart is in it and they want to change into this new sound, this new genre, because they actually feel that they want to do this. And I feel like Ulver did that kind of change.
I think Linkin Park was probably one of those bands that did that.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Because Linkin Park didn't need more money. So it's not like, I don't feel like they sold out. They changed genres just to sell out and
no, I don't think they sold out.
Or have mass appeal.
No, I think it's just more like that's just the time of their life that they were doing stuff. Metallica's changed.
Exactly.
Metallica's changed slightly, but nevertheless, they like Incubus. Has gotten softer.
Correct. And I think that comes along with just age. Because, I mean, honestly, like, right now, I don't feel like listening to, like, a bunch of, like, metal like I used to. Like,
dude,
as
me
much.
Neither.
You know?
I haven't even been wanting to listen to, like...
the new Slipknot album that came out, I honestly listened to, like, a part of one song, and I was like, too angry for me.
The new,
I'm just not like
the new of Mice and Men album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
no, it's not out yet, but I don't think it's all the way out. But I mean, case in point, right there.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't have the biggest interest in it.
Right. I'm just not at that point in my life where I listen to a lot of that type of music.
It might not even be a point of your life. I think it might just be more so your
taste. Your taste mature in age, as you do.
Or your taste. I just dropped the bottle. Your taste just changing, and sometimes it comes back in seasons.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I still listen to metal.
Yeah.
I just don't seek it out as much as I would used to.
Yeah.
Like I would used to come home almost every night and like look for more metal and more bands like that. Now, if one kind of catches my attention, I'll like give it a try.
Right.
And then I'll kind of go from there.
I think this is great. Because like I said, I think it's a blend of this lo-fi beat, you know, but with this trance kind of. It's almost its own genre in a sense.
Yeah, I love it. Like
because I like trance. I like. I like some EDM. I like those. I can appreciate what disc jockeys do.
Correct.
Even on stage, even if they're playing in a festival, like there is a measure,
of course, of
timing and musicality that you have to have. And I'm talking about like the big guys like Tiesto, Armin van Buuren, like those guys. I'm not talking about like even Skrillex is really.
Skrillex is also
he's
very
pioneered
creative.
a lot of.
I can't argue that whether you like him or not.
Yeah, there's one I don't really like too much. I mean, I like Alice in Wonderland. She's really really good.
You listen to her?
Yeah,
I didn't know you. I like her.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's good. She has beats.
I like when we discover that the other person's also listening to that band. I was like, oh, that's cool.
My dad's all into that stuff. He's got like 5,000.
Well, I know your dad is, but I didn't know like.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he gets into a lot of that stuff, and like there's the sampling that some of these guys do is not even sometimes from hip hop. It's from like orchestral, compositions.
Yeah, from a lot of different compositions.
Yeah,
because you have to be musically inclined and be able to listen to a lot of different types of music.
I don't know. I think this is like its own genre in a sense. I thought it was really, really good.
And one thing I like about this song and the album and their music in particular so much is, for me, the visualization of it.
Yes.
Because, like, listening to that song, I'm walking through this dark, rainy city.
It's like an ergo proxy.
Yeah. And it's...
Comment down below if you know what ergo proxy is.
And it's beautiful, but it's dark and it's kind of mysterious.
Yes.
But it's still cool. You know, that's the way I agree.
I completely agree.
And I love about their music and their atmosphere that they have. And I hate saying atmosphere so much, but I think in this song it really makes
there's atmosphere, there's mood, there's vibe,
of course.
There's
tone. There's
tone.
Yeah.
There's what's another word for atmosphere? Make your point.
But
I'm looking up something real quick. Sorry.
I like how this band, just like another band that we'll eventually work towards, Sigur Rós. I don't know if you've ever heard them or listened to them.
Yeah.
You have? Okay.
Brian loves them.
Okay. They usually sing, but they don't usually speak words. The vocals are just there to like carry the melody and add another layer.
Right.
Here, he is actually using words, but his vocals are kind of the same. They're not made to stand out at all.
Right.
They really are just another layer in this theme that they're building. Mm-hmm. And the lyrics are kind of in that same vein of like the mystery of it. I'm just going to read them real quick because honestly there's not many.
Okay.
Yes, what's the meaning of this voyage? To talk in a dream, so many bends in these years we've been together past. And all this time she was tremendously excited about everything she saw, everything we had talked about, every detail of every moment that had passed, which we heard in the break when he was speaking. And then he says, ready, 1, 2, and then it comes back. I just like the way it's all brought together.
Yeah, and all structured. Yeah. I think it's... Dude, 5 out of 5. Like, that makes me want to, like, get back into, like, the older animes.
Yeah? Awesome.
It makes me want to look at, let's see, there's... I'm trying to see how much...
Were you looking for one?
No, I don't think I ever got to finish Ergo Proxy.
Probably not. Oh, Big O. Big O had this kind of same style, like noir.
I never got to see... Well, Cowboy Bebop
yeah,
is not...
That's jazz.
Yeah, it's... For some reason, it just reminded me of anime. This is the box set.
Yes.
That's everything?
Yeah.
No.
It's DVD, though, so that's why.
That's fine.
Oh, well, order it then.
I don't need Blu-ray.
Add to cart.
Are you kidding me?
Let it be known that Ulver, you just cost Manny some money. Ergo Proxy, whoever your producers are, because of Ulver, you've made a little bit more money. You guys should thank Ulver.
Like, I can justify $25.96. I can for a box set.
I can justify $12.93.
But used?
Half price.
Plus $4 for shipping and handling? $16. That's it? Justin,
what?
Look, I just want them to know that they're literally with us. Like, please don't cut all of this out.
I'm gonna like split it up.
Of course,
into talking parts, not space.
Of course, but they like us.
Why do you say it like that? Like
They like us.
They like us.
All right, August 19th to August 26th.
What will we be recording then?
Done.
We will. I don't know.
Done.
Let us know what bands that you guys have followed that you've heard their sound change, maybe their genre change, and that if you like them, if you didn't like the change, let us know your opinions. We're open. We like hearing
I think it's
other
great.
bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Yeah. And for bands that do this, sometimes it is a hit or miss.
Correct.
Paramore, I think it was a hit.
I think it was a hit. Yes.
A miss.
Linkin Park for me personally.
Linkin Park was a miss.
Right. Correct.
Though they along the way in the progression, I did like a few. I love Minutes to Midnight.
Right. Yes.
I love that album.
I like the transition period. I didn't like where they ended up.
I didn't like where they ended up either.
Yes.
But Minutes to Midnight, I like that album. I don't like every song. I like that album though.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah. And then some bands are doing the same thing, like Disturbed. That band has sounded the same ever since like the 90s. I have heard no different sound except like modern production. Thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously appreciate it. Appreciate the donations.
Guys, yes, thank
appreciate
you
like everything that you guys
thank
do.
you for the donations. Because currently...
in here.
Oh, it's not going to taste it. Just can you down that, please? Because it's not going to taste that good afterwards.
Are you going to finish? Do your thing.
No, down it.
I can't.
Come on.
I can't.
Robert, down it, bro.
That was funny.
That was good.
That was good.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Guys, thank you for the donations. I mean, straight up, to be transparent with you guys, it helps us with, like, gas money and, like...
Me getting here.
Him getting here. And, heck, man, thanks for paying for my box set. We're
having a heckin' good time.
A heckin' good time.